Session of Sell While You Sleep. We're going to be talking about using automated marketing to shorten your sales cycle. My name is Lorraine Ball, and I'm going to be your instructor for this session today. I am the founder of the Digital Toolbox, and I've been doing digital marketing now for more than 20 years. And so this presentation really is built on all the things I've learned along the way. So let's start with the really important question. Why email automation? Bottom line is 91% of people check email every single day. And why automation? Because it allows us to flip the sales funnel. In the old days, we would focus our marketing efforts on finding lots of people, a little bit of energy on converting them, and very little once someone became a customer. But that's not how marketing works today. And marketing automation really allows you to flip the sales funnel so that you spend a little bit of money finding prospects, a lot of energy and resources focused at converting, and the majority of your resources are really spent here in cultivating long-term relationships with customers so they come back and refer you to other people. As you're thinking about marketing automation, you need to think about what is your objective, because there are a lot of things that you can do with automated email. In this presentation, I'm going to show you examples of each of these 4 strategies and how companies are using them to nurture leads, to engage prospects, to onboard new customers, and to retain those existing customers. So let's take a closer look at lead nurturing. 25% of sales leads are legitimate. The vast majority, 75%, aren't. And so what marketing automation allows you to do is very quickly separate the wheat from the chaff and really allow you to focus your in-person energy and resources on the legitimate leads. 50% of those people are qualified, but they're not ready to buy. They're browsing, they're just gathering data. And so marketing automation allows you to stay in touch with these people so when they are ready to buy, they think about you. And interestingly, the response rate from lead nurturing emails is somewhere between 4 and 10 times more than a traditional standalone email blast. Now, I'm not dissing the email newsletter, but if you've got a legitimate prospect, putting them into a lead nurturing campaign is way more effective than simply adding them to your generic email list. So here's an example, and I think this is a really good one, of a lead nurturing campaign. The first email is, hey, I saw that you signed up for a free account, wondered why you did it, happy to hop on a call, see if we can help. What you see in this first email is it's casual, it's conversational, there's not a lot of formatting. It looks like Ricky just dashed it off from his computer and sent it just to Elise. The next one, hey, here's some information about our product. If you want to know more, happy to talk to you. We've worked with a lot of companies. I'm eager to see if we can get the same results from you. And you'll notice this is about 8 days after that first email. And then finally, another week goes by, and he says, look, before I throw in the towel, wanted to reach out one more time. A lot of people are going to ignore or unsubscribe, but this gives you an opportunity to, again, Engage those people who are really interested. Email is 3 times more effective at converting prospects than social media. Again, I'm not dissing social media, but it's way better in the hey, we're here phase rather than the oh, you're interested? Let's talk about next steps. Automated email campaigns give you an opportunity to tell your story. This is a great example of a nonprofit. Somebody signs up for their email, and the first campaign they get is just, hey, we're glad you're interested. Here's a little bit about us. The second one really dives into the mission a little bit more. It gives you an interactive map of where they're providing services, and you'll notice that they've got these short little videos embedded in both emails. It gives you an opportunity. The next email they send really involves the donor. It's really more that heartfelt, here's what we do, here's how we actually get people, really deliver value. And then, oh, by the way, find us on Facebook. And so each of these emails is really designed to bring you closer into the family as you learn more about what they do. And so finally, you get this email that says, hey, we'd like a little money. But they don't lead with this. They lead with their mission. They lead with giving you ways to get involved and getting you excited about what they're doing. How often should you send messages? How close together? Do you send them weekly, monthly, bi-weekly, occasionally? Here's the deal. Every business is different. And the answer to this question really is based on your business and your sales cycle. For example, if you're in heating and air conditioning, your campaigns have to be rapid fire, because if somebody's furnace is broken and they've reached out for a little info, they're not going to be in information gathering mode very long. Research shows they move to buy very quickly. Conversely, if you're selling a product like flooring, that's something people are going to look at for a long time and ponder. And so you need to match your message schedule to your sales structure. How do people buy your product? The next type of automated campaign is what's called prospect engagement. Now you've got somebody who is really ready to buy, and this statistic blew me away. 30 to 50% of sales go to the vendor that responds first. So all you got to do to actually win the contract sometimes is simply send that proposal first, send that follow-up note, reach out and call. It's really surprising when you think of all the other things that you do to get the sale, and simply being responsive may win the day more often than not. So, invite people who have started with you to take the next step. This is a great example. Your trial's about to end. Want to log in and pick a plan? Want to do something else? 66% of people say consistent and relevant communication is a key influence when choosing a solution provider. Now, I don't know about you, but when I was running my agency, sometimes things got busy and I didn't have time to stop and follow up with each and every customer. And so we created a string of follow-up notes. After we sent a proposal, we had a series of these emails that we sent with links to resources and our web portfolio. We told them a little bit more about why we were a WordPress shop. We sent them some information on design trends, and finally gave them a kickoff document they could use to get ready for the redesign. Again, you'll notice these are not heavily formatted, and very often I would get an email from a customer with a note that said, yeah, I was just looking at your presentation. They were responding to these notes as if I had just sent them from my desktop. It gave me an opportunity to stay in front of them while they were in that decision-making mode. And using a tool like Constant Contact, I could identify the serious prospects. Here are those 4 emails, and now you can see how many were sent and how many were opened. And you can see there starts to be a fall off. And you might also notice that between here and here, I lose about 30 people. Well, what happened? Well, some of them bought, so I took them out of the sequence. Some of them unsubscribed. Totally cool. They're not interested. But there were still 52 people who, when I got down here, they had opened all 4 emails. Well, if I needed to make phone calls, who do you think I started dialing first? Well, it was these people. You can use marketing and email automation to onboard customers, to get them started on the right foot with your project. I love this example from Reader. There was a nice warm welcome and a link to get started. The MailChimp does a really good job of getting you right into a tutorial. You signed up, here you go. What they don't want is for you to sign up and then not use the tool, particularly with software. If you sign up and you don't use it, sooner or later you unsubscribe. As you're thinking about what goes into your onboarding, think about, what does your customer need to know? What questions might they have? What are the things that people typically get confused about as they're getting started? Webflow does a really nice job of connecting you with experts who can answer your questions. Again, what you're trying to do with an onboarding campaign is make the transition to working with you as smooth and seamless as possible. I liked this as an example because, again, it feels very personal. There's a nice little video link at the bottom, but in general, it's just a very, we're glad you're here. And I also really like this. Over the next couple of weeks, we're going to send you more emails, so they're prepared. They know what's coming at them. And this is really nice, again, with this same software product. You're up and running, just wanted to check in. Here's another little informative video. Here's some information on how to get started. This is called the nudge, and this sort of pushes them along a little bit, making sure they're using your product. You can also create action-based campaigns, and this is particularly helpful when you have lots of different products and services and you want to find out, what are people interested in? And so here you go. Tell us about what you like. The nice thing is, whichever one of these buttons someone clicks on, they get added to a list just for that class. And so now you've got people segmenting and self-selecting, so you're not wasting their time sending them information they don't care about. And finally, that information is really useful when it comes to customer retention. You can use marketing and email automation to send service reminders. Hey, your membership is about to expire. Renew today. Making them feel special, getting people on a birthday list. Again, giving them a reason to stay in touch with you. to reconnect and use more of your services. Re-engage people who maybe started using your service and then stopped. I love this example from Kickstarter. You started a project, you didn't finish. Here's some things that might help you keep going. As you're looking to build your campaign, here are a couple of things I want you to remember. The first thing is that an automated campaign needs to be timeless. You can't have things like, hey, it's winter out there, because this campaign, if it's done right, is going to run all year long. We have follow-up campaigns that ran literally for years. So timeless. Keep the emails short. Keep them to the point with one call to action. Write them as a series so they build on what you've sent before, and goal-driven. There should always be some kind of action that you invite the reader to take. Plan the process. I love this graphic because it really helps you think about, where do people go next? I'm going to send them this email, and then if they open it, they get this and this. If they don't open it, then they get this. If they open it, they get this and this, and if they don't open it, they go down this path. This takes a little bit of work to set up, and you really need to think about how you're building those campaigns. But with automation tools, you can make sure that the right people get the right campaigns. Here's another graphic that I really liked, and I like the way they presented it. So somebody downloads a white paper from your website, and you send them a follow-up email. Did they open it? No or yes? If they did, maybe you send them a case study. If they open that, then maybe you send them a video or an invitation to a live demo. If they don't open the white paper, send them a video. If they still don't open it, it's okay. Take them off your list. If they do, now you can offer them something different. So again, it's about thinking about, what are you going to send people? When do you send it? And how do you respond to their actions? Few last-minute campaign tips. Send that first email immediately. Don't let them forget who you are. Remind them how they subscribed. Hey, I'm sending you this because you downloaded a white paper, you filled out a form on our website, we had a telephone call, whatever. Tell them what to expect. Let people know you're going to get a few emails, an email every week. I'm going to call you every hour on the hour. Oh my God, please don't do that. And then mix email with other interactions, particularly if this is part of your sales process. Make sure that you have live engagements and interactions built into your process as well. People many people will respond positively to your digital marketing, but at the end of the day, they actually want to talk to the person they're doing business with. If you have questions about marketing automation, be sure to check out other resources at thedigitaltoolbox.club, and consider joining today for unlimited lifetime access.